what do we got on the sports tab?
Yeah, we're just going to predict the 4 AFC division winners.
Oh, that's going to be good because I think I wrote 6, but I don't know what I was thinking. There's only 4.
Yeah, I think there's just 4, but
maybe in the future.
Yeah, I think 3 of them should be pretty easy picks, but we'll see. Leo, I've got a good feeling about this one. When we start talking about the AFC East, I've got a little surprise for everyone. Should we break this down? We've got the 4 AFC divisions here. Let's start with probably the most boring one. We're going to go the AFC South. So in the AFC South, you have the Colts, you've got the Texans, you've got the Titans, and you've got the Jaguars.
Okay.
This one's a pretty easy pick for me. Even with DeAndre Hopkins teaming up with Ryan Tannehill, I like Coach Vrabel. It's not going to happen. It's the Jaguars division to win. Jacksonville is definitely going to be the team out of the AFC South that has any shot of making a splash in the playoffs, and they will win that division.
And they're coached by a Super Bowl winning coach, one of the few head coaches who has beat Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots in a Super Bowl. Coach Doug Peterson, incredible coach, incredible guy, and he has absolutely in 1 year transform that team. It's funny, I was watching them early on last year, and they started off with some losses, but they were really close, and they were looking, and I'm like, they're going to come on at the end of the year, and boy, they sure did, and now they're going to come in with a lot of momentum.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be one of the greatest playoff comebacks of all time that they pulled off against the Chargers. So,
all right, quick one. C.J. Stroud of the Texans or Anthony Richardson of, who's he on?
The Colts.
The Colts. Who you got? Who has the better year?
CJ.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think he has more weapons. I think he's got the better coach. I do like Steichen, but I definitely think that CJ will have a better year. And I think that Bryce Young will have the better year of all 3 of them. So
smart kid.
AFC West. This is it gets a little bit more complicated here because you've got the Raiders. They're going to be at the very bottom of the West. Then you probably have the Broncos. I do think they're going to surprise a lot of teams. I think with the new coach they brought into town, I think Russell Wilson's going to kind of have a comeback year. I don't think he'll be comeback player of the year because you can already bet on this. In Vegas, it's going to be the Buffalo Bills safety that literally
Damar Hamlin
came back to life. So sorry, Russ, no matter what you do, it's not happening this year. And then you've got the Chargers. Sneaky Chargers. They're looking really good, but I'm sorry, guys. You've got the Chiefs, and no one is ever going to bet against the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs, more so than previous years, I think they might struggle a little bit the first few weeks. They've got a lot of young talent coming in, a lot of people that are kind of stepping into new roles. Even in the preseason game, like Pat Mahomes played that whole possession, and
they did not look sharp.
No, they've got some work to do.
They went for it on 4th down. They got stopped.
Yeah. They didn't look great. I think they will be into tip-top shape, tip-top form come playoff time. They will win the AFC West, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than years past. I think the Chargers have a really good shot of dethroning them. It just won't happen this year.
Does the AFC West send 3 teams to the playoffs or just 2?
Just 2 because of the AFC East.
So Denver does not quite make it.
No.
But they're doing better than last year.
They will do better than last year. The problem is you throw Denver, you look at the AFC North and the AFC East, and Denver's taking last in both of those divisions. Those divisions are just stacked. So going to the AFC North, you've got the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
You've got the Pittsburgh Steelers. You've got the Cincinnati Bengals. And you've got the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, that's a tough division.
That is a very tough division.
Very tough. Oh.
And this is probably the toughest one for me to pick. The Steelers and the Browns, it's not happening. They're not there yet. They're going to have – I wouldn't be surprised if all 4 of these teams have winning records. Browns may be right there at 500, but to me it's Joe Burrow. You break down these teams, both the Bengals and the Ravens are very, very talented, very well coached. It comes down to the difference maker at quarterback, and Burrow just has that clutch factor that Lamar Jackson does not. Plain and simple.
He has not. He has not up to this point. He's an incredible athlete, and he's actually a very good quarterback. He makes good decisions. He makes good throws. He's been missing some weapons over the years. This year, he's got more weapons. So
He does.
He can't really go to that as an excuse. His contract got taken care of. So Baltimore Ravens are all in with Lamar Jackson, and it's up to him to go out and deliver. And I agree. I feel like I almost just feel like it's Eagles and Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it did. It very well could be.
And I don't think Kansas is making it to the Super Bowl this year.
No, I think they've got to get a lot of this young talent up to speed. But the problem is Kelsey's getting old. So as
Kelsey is getting old.
They get yeah. All right, on to the AFC East. And
here we go.
Those of you that don't know, you've got the Patriots, Dolphins, Jets, and the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East. And I'll tell you what. Give me 1 second, Leo.
What do we got, Ty? What do we got?
I'll be right back.
Hold on. He's going to do an assessment. So that AFC East again, we got the Patriots, we got the Dolphins, we got the New York Football Jets, and of course we've got the Buffalo Bills there. So a really good division. That's a tough division, Ty. What's going to go on in the East? I guess we should probably start with how are the Jets going to play?
Well, the Jets will still suck. They're going to be better. They're definitely going to be better. And I love how Hard Knocks is just making Aaron Rodgers seem like such this cool, badass guy, because he's not. He's a dick, and nobody likes him. Sorry, Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to do any better for the New York Jets. It's just not going to happen. You're going to likely get double-dipped by the Bills, likely get double-dipped by the Dolphins. You'll probably split with the Patriots, but it's just not going to happen. This is the Dolphins division. It's our time. We're the only team to ever be perfect. Granted, it was 1972, but still the only team to ever be perfect and win the Super Bowl. Fins up, baby. This jersey's signed. Jalen Waddle is going to set some records. And there's just too much speed, too much firepower. Tua did jiu-jitsu all off season. It's time. Fins up.
I'm glad you pointed that out. I read through an entire article. He really did a lot of jiu-jitsu. In jiu-jitsu, you learn how to fall, you learn how to take hits, you learn how to take throws, and that's and you know what else? He looks thick. He looks so strong. He's ready. He's ready. Yeah. They've got all the weapons. Their defense is better than last year. They are going to look dangerous.
Oh, yeah. We've got two guys in the backfield running sub 4.40s. The rookie, I've heard his name pronounced 3 different times now. Devon Achane, Devon Achane, Devon Achaney. I don't really know exactly what is correct, but I think he's going to make enough of a name for himself this year that everyone will know his name pretty soon. Apparently, he's beating Tyreek Hill in sprints, which is insane.
That's the fastest guy in the NFL. Oh, yeah. So this guy must be incredibly fast.
Oh, yeah. Just can run. And apparently, he looked pretty good. Unlike a lot of these teams in the preseason game, the Dolphins didn't play a single starter, let alone a lot of backups. Like, we pretty much were third, fourth stringer, seeing who's going to get cut and who's not. Whereas you got the Broncos that are playing their starters the whole first quarter. So it's kind of interesting how different coaches do this. But I heard some people talking a little bit of shit because the Dolphins lost 19-3 to the Falcons. But guys, nobody knew a single name that was on that field. I'm not worried one bit.
I can see the Dolphins winning all their games in the division.
They definitely could.
I can see him beating Buffalo. I think Buffalo takes a step back from last year. I think the Patriots are very similar. And honestly, the Jets might be maybe have 2 or 3 more wins than they did last year and have a chance to maybe get into the playoffs. And that's it. Yeah. So I think the Dolphins can win all 6 of those games against their 3 divisional foes, and that'll put them in a really strong spot.
To tell you the truth, Leo, I'm not just making this up to feel better about the Dolphins in the division. I'm more scared of the Patriots than I am the Jets. Especially with adding Ezekiel Elliott to their backfield.
That was a good add.
How Bill O'Brien knows how to use his backs. They've got the OC, like I just mentioned his name. Their defense is a top 3 defense. They didn't really lose anyone they didn't replace with a better solution. They added Mike Gesicki. They added Juju Smith-Schuster. It comes down to, can Mac Jones take a leap forward? And if he can, they're just as scary as any AFC East team.
I think he can. And we're talking about Bill Belichick, maybe the GOAT, maybe the greatest NFL football coach of all time. And I agree that the Patriots, and you know what else about the Patriots? They're going to maybe be so-so the first 2.5 months of the year, but come that last 6 weeks, they're going to be so dialed in. It's going to get cold, and they're going to be able to hand the ball off to Zeke. And Bill O'Brien is a great offensive coordinator, a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator. And, of course, we know what Belichick brings to the table. So you're right. Patriots are the team for the Dolphins to worry about there. And, and the Patriots might be the ones that leapfrog the Jets and they go into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's whoever takes last in that division is going to be the best last place division ending team that we've seen potentially ever. But to break it down and answer your Broncos question again, so the division leaders, again, we've got the Chiefs, we've got the Jaguars, we've got the Bengals, and we got the Dolphins. Outside of those 4 teams, are the Broncos going to be better than the Chargers? No. Are they going to be better than the Ravens? No. Are they going to be better than the Jets, the Bills, maybe even the Patriots? No.
Not a
They're
chance.
Right there with the Titans. The Titans and the Broncos, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah,
the AFC
they're not going to the playoffs this year, no question. And my prediction is Bengals and Dolphins in the AFC Championship.
Barring major injuries, right?
Yes.
Pat Mahomes gets hurt. Absolutely. Another team sneaks in. Same thing with the Josh Allen. But I'm excited. It's getting close. We're almost there.
Game time. It's coming up. Well, that was good stuff. That's going to be a great segment there. I can't wait to watch that short. I want to see some shorts in the segment. And we're going to do a little hashtag fins up, hashtag Dolphins 2023. And that's going to be fun to see. See what everyone says.
The Larry Zonka's helmet. Just
things.
Yeah,
it's high quality.
All right.